Good morning everyone, happy Tuesday and welcome to this live launch here on Hunky Dory TV. My name is Natalie, I'm going to be the host for the hour. We have Emily in the production station today. Good morning, Em.
Good morning, good morning.
And over in the demonstration station, ready to craft up a storm, it's the lovely Rachel. Good morning, Rach.
Good morning.
I feel like we both need these dice today.
Yes.
We
Yeah,
need
have
some
faith.
we need some faith in our lives
Definitely.
after a
Forever to get into
yeah,
work.
yeah. We both come the same way. It's always a pain, but today it was especially annoying. But it's okay. We're here. We're ready to craft and have some fun. So we have some incredible dies today. They sold out on Hobby Maker on Sunday. They all went. Everyone absolutely loved them. And there's no surprise as to why, because they are truly, truly stunning. I can't wait to show you the blessed and beautiful collection we have for you today. But before we get to it, let's have a look at this week's Win It Weekly. It's a good one. This week, 5 winners are going to win our Forever Florals Lavender Luxury Topper Collection. This is a whopping prize. You're going to get 8 toppers, 8 printed cardstock, 8 foil cardstock, and then 2 bonus sheets. It is such a cool collection, and I love the rustic feel in here. Perfect for this time of year as well. So, to begin with the chance of winning, Rachel, prepare to laugh. Which animal cannot stick out their tongue?
That's funny.
A, crocodile, B, woodpecker, or C, zebra. This is up there with some of Emily's most some of Emily's most randomest questions that we've had on here. It's it's a strange one. It's a strange one, but there was lots of people guessing the answer yesterday. For your chance to win, you just need to like, share, and comment. You can obviously always enter on the hub as well. Is it A, crocodile, B, woodpecker, or C, zebra? So like, share, and comment for your chance to win this fantastic bundle on Friday. Okay, let's get straight to it. You are going to absolutely love this. Take a little look at this VT. Aren't they so beautiful? I absolutely love this collection. It is so stunning. So let's have a look, because you can buy everything you've just seen there in our massive Ultimate Collection. The Ultimate Collection contains 6 dies in total. You're going to receive your Floral Heart, your Graceful Cross, your Holy Church, the Stained Glass Window, Words of Faith, and your Straight Edge Nesting Dies, Church Window, all for that phenomenal price of £54.92. You're saving £20 buying it this way, and I can promise you, when you've seen these all up close and personal, you will want to grab yourself every single one of these dies. Look at that saving if you're in the Diamond Club as well. It comes down a whole extra £5. That is absolutely so worth being a part of that club. So let's have a little bit of a closer look, because these are truly, truly stunning dies. I think they're perfect for so many different occasions, whether you're celebrating a christening, a confirmation, maybe it's a wedding, Easter, Christmas. They are dies that we can transform throughout all types of the year. Perfect for happy celebrations, but then also more somber celebrations as well. This is an absolute stunning die though. 1 die included in your Floral Heart. You can see how much metal that you are getting here, but it cuts out absolutely beautifully to show some gorgeous sort of detailed patterns. And then you've got the floral details as well. This one, very, very sweet, has been made as a save the date. And you've got the gorgeous flowers as well that have been layered up. You've got some silver mirror there that's been used as a drop shadow. Truly, truly stunning selection within here. I love this one. Kirsty's made this one. Then we have for you, and this was the bestseller. Now, I would not be shocked if this is not here after today, because it is beautiful. It is your graceful cross. Look at that detail in there. You've got the gorgeous cross outline shape, and then you have the beautiful lily in there with the flowers and the leaves just dropping down. Whether you're going to cut this from Miri, whether you're cutting this to colour it in, whether we're going to paper piece all of these different elements up, it is truly a stunning die set, and it just looks phenomenal.
Oh wow, look at that.
This has been created by Hannah. Hannah's used loads of different colours here to paper piece some of those elements up, and she's used it with 2 other dies as well, which we're going to show you just in a little moment. So if you want to get your smaller dies, that is your floral heart and your graceful cross, you can get these individually. They're £9.99 or just £8.99 if you are part of that Diamond Club. So a really good deal there. Obviously, if you just want to pick and choose certain ones, then it's always great to know those prices. So that's your price for those ones. Then we also have at that price, I'm going to show you it. Sorry, Emily, I'm ruining the list. But we also have another small one which has your sentiments on. Perfect for all your different occasions. You've got your actual words, which all cut out individually, although they are together, and then you've also got your border edge, so you can mat and layer these and really show them off. So we have praying for you, you are blessed, and have faith. Gorgeous font as well, which has been used throughout this, that really captures sort of the story we're trying to tell with these dies. Again, that one's £9.99, and you've got 6 dies in there. You've got the outsides, and you've also got the word insides. Then we've got for you, and probably my most favourite, it is the gorgeous Holy Church. Now, you get 2 die sets in this one. It's really, really fun. You've got that detailed edge, which you can see there. When Stacey's created this, she's cut out of a number of different colours and laid them up to give a really nice 3-dimensional look. You also get your outside edge die, which means you can make easel cards the shape of this, or you can make standard cards the shape of your church just by cutting into your card blanks. It is a beautiful, beautiful detailed die. Truly, truly stunning. And like I say, you can transform this for all types of seasons. You know, Easter's coming up, so we can have beautiful florals on there, use gorgeous pastel colours. But then if you want to celebrate Christmas, we can add little snow onto some of these panels here. You can add lights behind this. There's so many incredible ways in which you can use this die. I love this card here. This one Hannah's created. Look at the detail in this card. Look at the depth that she's created by paper piecing this back in with different colours. It is absolutely phenomenal. So, so, so realistic. That one is just £14.99 if you want to get hold of that one, or £13.49 if you are in the club. Then it has to be my, I keep saying my most favourite because they're all really nice, but this one, wow.
This one's stunning, isn't it?
It is phenomenal. Again, you get 2 dies with this, so you're going to get your outer frame and you're going to get your detailed die. So if you just want to cut sort of like windows from your card to create a background panel, you can do, and then you've got your outside edge if you want to create a whole piece that you can pop on top of acetate, or maybe you're going to add it to a piece of different, maybe like an ombre or a sunset adorable scribble that we have that would work gorgeously with this. So your stained glass window, again £14.99 or just £13 in the club. Look at the detail in this. And this cuts like an absolute dream. It is truly, truly beautiful. I popped this onto some acetate and coloured it in with some alcohol markers for the card on the front here. So you've got all of those different depths of colour, and it was so much fun to do that. I absolutely just think this is gorgeous. And if you have anyone in the family who is religious in any way, they are going to absolutely love the cards that you're going to be making with this one. And finally, our church window straight edged nesting dies. You're going to receive 9 dies in here in total, so you can see all of those that you are getting. These also do work perfectly with your die here, so you can mix and match those together if you want to. They're great for matting and layering. They're great for creating your card blanks from. They're great for sort of cutting in really fun ways and creating gatefolds like we have done on the front of this card. They are just together, all of them. There is not one that I can think, oh, maybe I won't get this one. Maybe I can do without that one, because they all work so gorgeously together. So the best way to do it is to get all 6 of them for that incredible price where you're actually going to save £20. Now that is quite a big saving. £20 in total if you buy all 6 of them, and I'm sure that that is the way that people will be doing it. So go online, hunkydorycrafts.co.uk, and have a look at this whole collection. We've got some things that are going to work perfectly with these coming up, but before we get to them, we have to see these dies in action. I absolutely love them. I can't wait to see what you've decided to do as well, Rachel.
I know, it was quite hard to actually like narrow it down to them 3 cards, but I think we've done it. So we're going to work on, so we've got the stained glass window, we've got the nesting dies, and we've also got the cross.
Oh my goodness, we are jam-packing all of them into this
demo. Oh, and also we've got our sentiment as well. So we're going to do a bit of die cutting first. So to start with, I have already gone ahead and done a little bit of this. So I've got some of our cream Matastic card, and what we're going to do is let's die cut. So I've already die cut 2 of these. Now this is the inner frame is from this.
Oh, okay.
And then I've also used the nesting, the largest one.
So you can prove in there that you can use these together.
Definitely,
Rachel.
they do work so well. Right, so first of all, I'm just going to die cut another one of them, and then we can start getting sticking. So let's just get that out. So now we've just got another one of our frames. So let's stick this onto the 2 that we've already got.
Oh, so this is going to give you quite a lot of dimension here.
Yeah, just to build it up a little bit.
No one's told Rachel the sad news, has she? She's daunting people here using that pen. Do you know that those pens have sold? Well, actually,
they haven't, have they?
They've sold out individually.
Okay.
So Dan might need to do some shimmying of bundles.
Oh.
But this, I'm going to call him silly. The silly man. Put them in pound shop.
Oh God, yeah,
So
they did, didn't he?
He put them in pound shop, so everyone's been buying them because they're so fantastic.
Oh,
I know. So
that's crazy.
you can still buy them. I made him check when he went back to his office, because there's no way you can keep selling all these glues out. What are we going to use?
What literally would be just.
What are we going to use if there's no glue available for anyone to craft with? So I did make him go check. So you can buy our glue pens in the bundles, which I believe you get 6. You get 6 of them.
Yeah,
so it's a great deal.
Definitely. Right.
Oh, Rachel, you've been a bit fancy here.
Yeah, so we're going to go some gold now. So this is going to be our mat for the back of our card.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just going to cut out this, because what we're going to do with this, because if you take away the outer border, it becomes a cutting die.
Yeah.
So we're just going to let this dry, and then we're going to start building up our card, and we've got some other things that we can just die cut while we just let that one just dry for a second. So let's put some double-sided tape onto.
I think this is such a clever technique as well that we often tell people to do when they're crafting, but not a lot of people do it.
Yeah, I think it is really handy, and it's so easy to do. I mean, if you wanted it a little bit more straight, you can use your trimmer, you can use a nesting die, but just keep hold of your little scraps and they can work perfectly.
You can die cut from those, can't you? So we're using less of our essentials and making the most out of them. Should we see who's joined us today?
Yes.
Let's have a look. Good morning, everyone. Lots of people guessing the answer to our winning weekly question, and it is a very everyone's guessing the same thing.
What is everyone guessing?
A.
Okay.
Crocodile.
Is that crocodile?
Yeah. But I thought they could. Who knows? Who knows? But good morning to everyone who is joining us for these beautiful dies today. Tracy's watching, Julie's watching, Susan, Sarah's watching as well. Good morning, Linda. Zena's watching, Hilary and Michelle. So good morning to all of you guys.
Right, so I've just used my craft knife to cut out
Rachel,
the centre of that.
so good.
And then we're going to get our tape ready, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this as a kind of...
okay, so you're going to use it as like a guide?
Yeah, so that we know where we want to put this. And then very carefully, I'm just going to take that off. And then let's stick that down. Right. Oh,
Lots of clever tips and tricks from Rachel today.
I think we just might need to put a little bit more tape just there to secure it all down. Right, let's run this through our machine, and then we can work out what we're going to do with the rest of our card. So while that's cutting, I've also brought in this. So I've already cut this out, and I've already paper pieced all them little bits back in.
That is really quite clever.
Yeah, it's so easy and so effective to paper piece it all back in.
So did you cut this out and then you've stuck it back onto a piece of paper?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I've just put all them little bits
that
yeah,
came
so
out
it's got
in.
a little bit of sticky on the back of it. Right, I'm just going to die cut this just one more time, just to make sure that we do get all of them little bits out of our die, because it is quite a large die and it's very intricate as well. There we go.
So beautiful though.
You see, I mean, even like the back of it.
No, it's so worth the effort.
Right, so let's take this off here, and then we should be left with a nice cutting. Right,
I love when I'm sort of like travelling or visiting different places.
Yeah.
I think it's such like an old school thing to do, but I love seeing like the churches or the cathedrals.
God, yeah, the cathedrals.
I think just stained glass windows are one of the most beautiful things.
They're amazing, aren't they?
So pretty. I love it on a sunny day when all the sun's shining through. It just uplifts you.
Looks so nice.
It's so nice to look at.
And especially like someone's like put that up there.
That is clever.
Look at that. So just by using some of our like block colours together, I think it just makes it look so pretty. So I'm just going to put a little bit of tape onto the back of this to stick this down, and then we can work on our flowers and cross. So let's just put
I think the fact that you can use so many of these dies together as well and create beautiful cards.
They do work really well
they
together,
are
don't they?
absolutely stunning.
Right, so let's stick this onto our card. So making sure that we line up that bit of gold on the edge. And there we go. Right, so now, so when we fold it shut, we've got this colour behind. Now I was trying to work out what colour probably went the best, and I thought that this green,
I like
the
that.
What's it?
I think it's is it Matastic?
Yeah,
It's Tranquil Oasis.
that's it. I can never remember the colours.
It's such a gorgeous colour though, isn't it?
It really is, and
turquoise.
it goes so nice with the gold and also the
favourite
yellow.
colours to cut out dies from have to be this,
Yeah.
the magnolia that you've used, and like the orangey colour.
Yeah.
Love
I do
that.
like
That colour combination together is so pretty.
Right. So we've got our sentiment. We've also got the back to our sentiment. So we're going to die cut these all together. And then let's die. So I've also got some of the gold as well. So we're going to die cut that. And then we're just going to lay that on top. of our one that we've already got, just to
If you wanted to
bring
create
back.
with your are we stuck?
I'm stuck.
Oh no! Will it reverse?
There we go. Is it that one?
Come out? Press the reverse one. Oh no, Rachel!
I broke the machine.
Can you pull them?
Oh, yeah, got it. Got
Oh.
them. They worked all right for the other ones. Let's turn
It's
it
just a bit
round.
pesky sometimes.
I know. I think one side it's starting to like bend a little bit, so it's harder to fit in. There we go. So it's that side that we need to put in the machine. Right. So let's just die cut these out, and we can start putting these together, and then our card is almost done. Right, there we go.
I think if you wanted to replicate your mass and layer on your word, in the same way with your cross as well, you could draw around the outside of it.
Oh, that's
And
a
then
good
you've
idea.
got that really nice
And then you've got
outside
that
edge as well.
Yeah, that's a really good idea. That. Right, I know there's so many different ways, and it's so interesting to see like how everyone else.
do it.
Yeah. Right, and I absolutely love that in gold. I think it looks so pretty.
So gorgeous. It's probably. It's just such a beautiful shape. I think
It really
the
is.
flower that's been decided to be used on that is really, really pretty as well.
Just matches, especially for this time of year that we're going to go into as well.
Yeah. I mean, your Easter cards are
perfect
going to
for
look
your
fantastic
Easter.
with this,
they
aren't
are.
they?
Right, so let's just take all of these out of our diary.
I do feel a lot better today, though, Emily, that we're back on track with the seasons, the occasions.
Yeah. Oh god, yeah, because you was doing Christmas, wasn't you?
Yesterday was a little bit crazy for me.
We just was not okay with that.
I was not. I was not in a good place with that.
But it's so handy to get all
I
Christmas
know. Can you
things
believe
in.
it? Dan said yesterday, before I left, that 250 items
Wow.
that we had added to Pound Shop had already sold out.
That's I mean,
So-
I understand why, but that's an incredible amount.
It's crazy, isn't it? And there was so many good Christmas things yesterday. Topper sets
Yeah.
for £1, decollage £1. It was crazy.
Right, so we've just glued our sentiment onto that. Now we've got our cross, so I'm just going to lay this
That
on
looks
top.
so good.
It does, and if you wanted to, you could go in and do like proper paper piecing with different colours.
You could colour in different elements as well if you wanted to,
Yeah.
with your craft markers or your brush pens.
I know, was it you that did the card for the front of the
Oh,
die?
yeah.
That looks
Yeah.
really good, that.
We did that one with craft markers. I love craft markers with little dies. Takes forever to colour them in, but it looks
It is
phenomenal.
worth it. Right, so let's just place that on top, lining it up with the one in front, behind. So now we've got our die. So let's bring our card back in. So I wanted our sentiment to go at the top. Now we need some little foam pads on this just to lift it up off our card. So we've got our little strips which fit on here perfectly. Now we don't want to stick them on all of it. We just want to pop it just on half of it, the half that's going to be on the actual card base. So let's just pop that down. And then we've also got our cross, which we're going to put there. So again, we just want to put some foam pads on that half that is going to be on our card base. So I'm just going to cut into my foam pads. Now we have got the little squares as well, which would fit perfectly. But we don't need too many of these on. Right, so let's just take the backing off and then position that where we want it to be. And there we go.
Such gorgeous colourways that you've used on here, Rachel, and I think having that sort of
so well.
cut out detail as well into your card blank is just such a good idea. I I really, really love this collection.
I know they are so
I think
nice,
everyone else
aren't they?
does as well. There's so many comments about how beautiful it
That's
was,
great.
how brilliant this card is as well. So I've got some more cards to show you actually. This is a beautiful one that Bex did. She's used some wooden cardstock to cut these elements out and then coloured in over that with her beautiful flowers. So she's used just the standard nesting dies there to create her aperture. This one again is absolutely stunning.
That is so effective.
It has been, if I open it up, it has actually been coloured in the acetate. Can you see that? I'll put it onto this little white piece. It has actually been coloured in, but then mirri has been added to the back of the inside, which gives you that gorgeous reflection of light. It's so clever.
That's so good.
So clever. I love that one. This one as well is so simple in all of those whites, but how stunning does that show up on there?
That'd be really nice for like a wedding card.
So pretty. So simple yet so gorgeous. And then some cards using our amazing coloured adorable scoreable pattern pack. Now this one has been created by Barbara, again adding a little bit of acetate to keep that gorgeous heart sort of in the centre there, and then this adorable scoreable is another one that is absolutely perfect to work alongside this. It looks so clever. We have this beautiful easel card as well. Really nice sort of muted tones of colour there that work perfectly together and really showcase that paper piecing off beautifully. And then another one with the church, and again using this paper pad, is this adorable scoreable. We're going to show you this one in a minute. Is awesome to use with this cardstock. I love how they've cut out the window detail, so you can see that mirror shining through there as well. So many phenomenal techniques that the team have made. So some incredible designs that are going to really help you when you're using these dies. We've got some packs of adorable scoreable that we have selected that we think work amazingly. So this is the first one, our seasonal selections. This is our spring. It's brand, I think this launched maybe like a week ago. Really nice tones of colour in here. You've got some fantastic patterns for springtime. Obviously some of them aren't going to work as well. This one I think would work perfectly for Easter time with all of those pinks in there. This one as well with your beautiful sort of marble effects in there. We've got these beautiful sort of like French feels. We've got some really beautiful ones coming up. This one is especially phenomenal for working with these dies. You've got some other more fun patterns as well. I'm just trying to get to the other one, which is awesome to work with this. I think this one as well. I think this one would look gorgeous with your arches. You've got the gorgeous greens there too, and then this one.
That one's just perfect.
My goodness, this is perfection to work alongside this collection. It really is. So £14.99 for that one. Let's have a look at some other ones, because we also thought that some of our foiled edge-to-edge cardstock would be really nice with this. So in here you're going to receive 32 sheets, 16 different colours, and you've got an array of different foiling within here as well. So we've got hearts, we've got cupcakes, we've got dashes, we've got flourishes, we've got leaves, we've got celebrations. I mean wedding cards with this one and that church. Perfect. This one again with all the beautiful flowers on, great for springs and for weddings. Really nice designs that we can be coordinating as background pieces, or to cut out some of these phenomenal dies with as well. Some really fun shapes there. This script is going to look really nice in your background. So that one again, £14.99. And then we've got some adorable scoreable pattern packs that are just divine. First one being our In the Meadows selection. Now this one is Matastic, which Matastic and dies for me is always a perfect match.
No, I always
but this is truly stunning designs in here. Very muted, very soft as well in the choices of colour and the patterns that have been used in here, but absolutely lovely. I mean, if you were sending a sympathy card, how beautiful would that cross be with some of these gorgeous textures behind there and that praying for you sentiment. These are on a fantastic offer as well of 3 for £19. If you loved those background pieces where the sort of window is in front of those beautiful, really nice landscape designs, then this is the paper pack for you. This is absolutely gorgeous. Our sensational sunsets. You're going to get 24 sheets in all of these pattern packs as well. There's 8 designs and you get 3 of each. So really nice textures, tones throughout all of them, but we just think this one works beautifully alongside those dies, and we've got some gorgeous cards showcasing that as well. Oh! Oh! I can never sneeze once. I can never ever sneeze once. Oh! That really got me. Then we've got our Bygone Blooms. This one's really nice. You know, if you
I
do
didn't
like,
think of this one.
I know I didn't, but it would work really
nice,
beautifully, wouldn't it? Like that sort of like French chic-y feel.
Even
Really,
if, like,
really
you cut
beautiful.
into like the different parts of the sheet.
Yeah, because you could just have like that script font, couldn't you,
Yeah,
with sort of like your church
really
lying
nice.
on top. Thank you everyone in the comments for blessing me. It is the show for it, isn't it?
Definitely is.
Really fun. And this one as well.
Yeah.
So many really gorgeous designs. Then we've also got our cottage florals, which would work perfectly for you. And then obviously for cutting out all of your wood detail, your church, that cross, then this one, our wonderful wood. How phenomenal is it going to look in those? So just a few hints and tips for some products that we've got that we think will work perfectly alongside that. Okay, Rachel, it's back to you.
Right. So we're gonna use the heart now. So we're gonna go for like quite a simple card with this, because this heart is absolutely gorgeous.
There's so much detail within
There
this.
is, and you can cut into it, and it's just and you can use it for quite a lot of different occasions, and yeah, it's just really nice.
I think cutting into this die was one of my favourite things to do.
Definitely, yeah.
I think even if you coloured this in, it could look so beautiful. You don't even have to colour it in too much. You could just like wash over with some sort of like floral colours.
Yeah,
it is
so nice.
So nice.
Right, so what we've done is I've just cut down some of our Matte-tastic Forest Fern. She's getting it. Right, so we've cut this to 10 by 5, and I'm just going to score in the middle at 5 inches just to make us a nice little card blank.
Oh, we've got some questions, Rachel.
Oh.
A lot of people asking about sticking your dies onto acetate. Now, personally, the adhesive I would use is our thin red liner tape, which you can buy for £1 and is back in stock on Pound Shop, so go have a look at that one. Or your if you wanted to use a glue, the best glue to use is our construction glue.
Definitely construction glue.
Definitely when using acetate and sticking anything with glue, always construction glue. It is the best. Or of course, if you want to be super fancy, you can buy some of our A4 sticky adhesive sheets, which you can stick onto the back of your cardstock. Cut out your dies. It does take a few more passes through your die cutting machine, not too many, but because you have that sticky, because you have like the glue between the layer and then your cardstock, it does take a bit more to sort of get all of the detail out. But then once you've done that, you can just peel it back off your die cut and stick it straight onto your acetate as well. So 3 different ways for you there. So have a look and see which one is going to be your favourite.
So I've just cut down, so I've got some of our double-sided Matte-tastic now, and I've just used the lighter side of it and I've cut that down to 4 3/4 inches, and we've just, if I can find it, there you go, passed it through the machine. So now we're gonna put some, I've just cut, that's all right, we've got some ribbon to cover that, so very carefully.
Oh no.
And this tape is very sometimes you just have to like pop it on the back of your hand to take some of the sticky off, but that's okay. Right, so now we've got our little,
that looks very
base.
sweet, Rachel.
Especially if you use like all the different like colour but use different shades, then I think it works really well, and especially green as well. there's so many different green shades.
This is such a perfect dye as well. I think so useful for so many occasions. I mean, we've got Mother's Day coming up. Shout out to any males watching. Mother's Day is coming up. And I say it's coming up because it's, what is it now? It's in May, isn't it? So
no, it's in March.
Is it in March?
Yeah, well, it's not. No, it's not. March.
May. Maybe it's because it's my mum's birthday.
Oh, okay.
So Mother's
There's
Day is
something
coming
that you need
up
to remember.
in 2 months' time. There's plenty of time.
Even like Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day, yeah.
Valentine's Day.
Weddings.
Is perfect.
Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Birthdays. This is fantastic. Just say get well soon.
Yes.
There's so many uses for this dye, and I just think everyone loves crafting with sort of hearts, don't they? But when your heart dye's got like so much detail within it. Yeah,
definitely. It really does. Right, so we've just die cut another one of that. So I've turned over the sheet, and you've got a darker shade.
Have you got your duo colour here?
I have got
duo colour Matastic.
No, but I think it's the Adorable Scoreable one, the Matastic one.
The duo colour.
Is that what it's called?
The duo colour Matastic. Right.
So we've got that. So now let's just take that out. So now we've got our darker shade, and we're just gonna piece that
is so clever.
It is, isn't it?
That is so clever.
Like with the background as well.
But you know what? It's really simple.
Yes. Yeah, this is it. And if you wanted to, you've got one to keep as well.
You wouldn't think that it would be either.
Right, so we're gonna just stick some foam pads on the back of this to just lift it up a little bit. And then we've got, so I've already gone ahead and cut 2 more of this. So you could use whatever colour you wanted to.
Yeah, whatever colours suit your theme.
I think you're best getting a darker shade and a lighter shade. You'll see why in a minute. But let's just stick this down as well, so then it has time to dry. So we're going to use our glue pen just to dab a little bit of glue on these different sections.
You can be doing this if you got your glue pens in Pound Shop. They are sold out now, unless Dan goes and steals more from the bundle, which I think people might shout at him. But if you do still want them, you can get them in the bundle. You get 6 pens. I'm not sure how much are they in the 6, Emily. £9.99.
You get 6,
but you do get 6 of them.
Oh well, that's not much more, is it? Right. So I'm just going to use my dye tool just to stick down that heart and lift up the background, just so it's well and truly.
And that's going to give it a real good look of dimension, isn't it? Having that background sort of like over the actual detailed piece.
Right, so let's go in. Might need to just shimmy it around just a little bit to get it under there. But because it's come from that die cut, it is quite snug, but it just fit. Right, there we go. So that is nicely under there now. So as I said, I've cut down 2 of our purple ones, and so in this there are these little flowers, and so I'm just going to cut some of these out. Now you don't have to cut all of them out if you don't want to, and you don't even have to cut them out if you're happy with that, but just to give it a little bit extra, I'm going to just cut some of these.
This is definitely one of my favourite things about this dye, is the ability to snip into it. If you're wanting to decorate your gorgeous church dye as well, you can cut all of these gorgeous sort of like floral leaf patterns and create sort of like a lacy ivy sort of look to your card, and drape it down the side of your church. So don't just think that this is a heart. You can cut into it and make it so much more. It could be a bouquet. We can be deconstructing all these flowers and creating a beautiful bouquet to go on our card.
That's a good idea, that, because they are quite they're reasonable
really easy
size
to do, aren't they, as well?
Yeah,
like,
they are.
The way Stacey's put them all together, it's really easy to trim out all of these bits that you wish to cut away.
Right, so we're going to go for this darker shade now. Now on some of the bigger flowers you have got an inside bit as well, which we're going to cut from this darker purple, just again, just to give it a little bit more depth and also a bit more colour and a bit more fanciness. So let's just get
That's why, this is why, okay. Thank you, Susan. Susan has said Mother's Day is the 14th of May in North America. And March the 19th in May. So that is, do you know why this is my confusion? My very close friend Courtney is from America, and she always posts Mother's Day in May. And it always confuses me. She posts it twice a year because her mum gets 2 Mother's Day. She's very lucky.
She is.
But yeah, always a confusion with that. And like you say, fathers only get 1 day. Why is this?
I think, is it the same in Australia as well? I want to
I think so.
Yeah, I wonder why they're different.
Who knows? Who knows?
Right, so let's just get this last one. We'll start sticking them down and we'll see if we've just cut enough out. So I'm going to stick these bigger ones on with some foam pads. So I'm just cutting down some of my tiny strips, and then just to put a little bit on, and then we've got one.
I love how you can layer these into the card as well, so they're on the same level as that green card that you've put on. It's a really, really clever idea. It looks so good.
You could spend ages doing
I know, you could, couldn't you? I mean, you could colour this in as well, so you could really pick out all the details in these flowers. So many fantastic ways to use this die.
Right, so let's get our darker purples now. So I'm just going to put them on with some of our wet glue. And you can like turn them around so they're not like exactly the same.
Just gives it a bit more dimension, doesn't it?
Yeah. Right, and then let's put another one on there. And then I think with the rest of these ones that we've got, I'm going to stick these on with a bit of glue as well. Just because I'm happy with them ones that are lifted up. Just so we've got a little bit more.
Really lovely idea.
Right, and then we've got one, and I think I'm just going to cut one more out because we're going to have one left up here. So let's cut that. Let's cut it out of that dark purple. Actually, let's cut it out the light because we've got just one that's in the light there. And then we'll stick that on with our glue.
It's going together so lovely.
And then I'm not going to put a sentiment on this one. I thought that I'd leave it quite like simple, and then you could choose what sentiment you want to put on. But what I have brought in is some of our dark purple ribbon. Now this is darker than the purple that we've got. I just thought that it just matched so well.
It's nice that you've got sort of like 3 shades of green running throughout the card, and then you're adding another shade of purple, I think.
Definitely.
So you've got that real nice mix.
And you could, if you wanted to, we have got some of that adorable scoreboard, and I'm going to put it there so that it hides that little little thing.
You can always hide a mistake with a ribbon.
Definitely.
Or a gemstone.
And I think what I'm going to do, let's take our ribbon, let's make
that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I like that, a little corner piece.
Let's make a little corner piece. Right, so you could, I mean, not construction glue. Your red liner tape might be better to do this, but I haven't brought any with me. So we're just going to go for glue, and at least then we'll have our little bit of wriggle room to do it. So let's stick that on, and then we'll stick a little bow back on top, and then let's carefully just take them little pieces of ribbon off.
Very, very cool. That looks really sweet, Rachel.
And there we go.
Such a lovely idea, isn't it? Really, really. It's so clean and simple cards. There's something about them, isn't there?
There is, and they're very, like, they stand out.
Yeah.
Even though you're just using block colours.
It is absolutely beautiful. So let's have a look at those dies again, because they are absolutely stunning. So your £9.99 dies, we have that beautiful floral heart that Rachel has just created, that gorgeous card with so much detail within there. Your die size, for anyone who's interested as well, is 7.3 centimetres by 7.9 centimetres, so it's really quite big. So it works perfect on bigger cards and smaller cards, depending on how you're going to use it. Then we have your beautiful graceful cross, that phenomenal detail die there that Rachel used in that first demonstration. This one is 8 centimetres in height by 6.2 centimetres across. Then your sentiments, again £9.99. We've got praying for you, you are blessed, and have faith. And these dies all come with their outside dies for matting and layering, which means you can easily stick them onto your cards with foam pads, giving you lots of height and dimension on there. Then the showstoppers, we have for you your Holy Church, and this die set, it's just phenomenal. I think this one is going to be one that really sells out very, very quickly, because it's just so beautiful. There's so much detail in there. Dies like this just take you back to memories, they take you back to times in your life and destinations and places. They are really, really beautiful. Your 2 die sets in your stained glass window, so you can create your either panels as like toppers, or you can cut into cardstock like Rachel did. Really, really clever set. And then of course, to just round off the collection, we are bringing you your straight edge nesting dies, your church window selection. 9 dies in here, all nest perfectly together, so you can do your mats and layers. We can use maybe we've got some religious imagery in our little books, we can cut this out, create some pyramage, some invitage. You can create your card blanks from this. There is so much you can do with your nesting dies. They are so useful to have to hand. So that is your full collection. However, the best way to buy it is in the bundle. We've got all 6 for you, and you're saving a whopping £20. Now, if you are part of our Diamond Club, you're actually going to save £25, because if you see there, it's coming down to just under £50 at £49.45. Such a phenomenal saving on these dies. Okay, we're going to repeat our Win It Weekly question one more time, and then we're going to go back over to Rach for our last demo of the day. Would you like to win our Forever Florals Lavender Luxury Topper Collection? Then we need you to answer the question. We need the answer. We need you to answer the question. That was right, wasn't it? When I said that, it just did not seem to make sense in my head.
Just like this question.
Yeah, just like this question. Crazy. Which animal cannot stick out its tongue? Is it an A, a crocodile, B, a woodpecker, or C, a zebra? Crazy question. I know, you're all thinking it. How weird is Emily?
Very weird.
But like, share and comment to be in with your chance of winning this fantastic set. And 5 people are going to be announced as winners as well. So let's go over to Rach for our last demo.
Right, so for our final demo, I'm going to use this church. So what I've done is I've cut down a 5x6 inch card, and I've already done some of our little mats and layers. So I've used this adorable scorable. It's so good, and it matches perfectly, as you said. It just, yeah. So we're gonna just go ahead. I've already stuck the tape onto this. So I've also got some of our brown as well. So this is a very dark shade of brown, which I thought just stands out. Yes, I think it is. Oh, let's turn that around so our hearts are actually the right way. So I've cut this down so that we have just a little border of white going around that to pull them colours in. And then let's open this out, because what I'm going to do, stuck this down, actually let's die cut these first, seeing as I've already put the red tape on them. So we've got the outer die for the church and also the inner die. So we're going to cut the outer bit from that adorable scorable pattern, And then we've also got the lighter shade of our brown as well. Let's just grab them. This just cuts it perfectly.
It's so good.
Look at that.
I mean, if you were going to paper piece this now, you could sort of like carefully place this onto a piece of cardstock and just push out all of those bits and pieces so they're all sort of like together.
Even like putting some acetate behind this as well to get them like the stained glass window. So what we're going to do is, I wanted to do it so that the front of our card becomes just this church.
Okay.
So I'm going to use the die for this. I'm just going to cut round. I'm just going to draw around, I'm just going to draw around that part of the of our die, and then where's our scissors? So of course we will have our die cut as well, which will cover this. So I'm just going to cut it.
Too precise, do we?
You definitely don't.
With the wibbly wobbly bits in the die.
So that now we have this.
Oh, this is such a clever idea, Rachel.
And then I'm just going to bring it in a bit. No, actually, I'm not.
To bring it in a bit, you're going to sort of replicate that white edge,
Yeah.
aren't you?
So let's
really like that.
Yeah, and then let's just use our pencil again. I think I'm just going to take off this part here as well to
match up.
To match it.
It's going to look so nice.
Get our scissors again.
Another really good technique for using your dies here and creating something different.
Definitely, especially with this one, because it is quite a larger die, and it is really nice, and it does make a nice size card.
Look at that perfect white edge.
There we go. Right, so let's take this and put our card. So when it's done, you'll just have that. That's going to
look so nice.
So let's go in and take these. So we'll take all these little bits out. So I'm just going to use my die brush for this. And then let's get... And they come out of the dies really well as well.
So well. I mean, it is phenomenal. A die that is so detailed as this.
Yeah.
Keeps its shape.
Yeah.
Doesn't buckle.
Yeah, these are really lovely dies, these. So I think let's decide which one we want for our background. I think I'm going to use the lighter brown to stick down, and then we're going to use the dark brown just to cut some different elements out, just like the windows, and you've got the door, just to get a little bit more colour into it. So I'm going to use our glue just to put some just on the outside around the different parts, and we can stick it onto that adorable scorable.
Super handy glue to have to hand with dies like this, isn't it?
It is.
Especially when all of those little bits and pieces are so thin in parts. You can get your foam pads on here if you're wondering, because I know people will be thinking, well, I can't put foam pads on this. If you take our smallest strips and cut them in half, they will fit perfectly in those sort of thicker, straight-edged pieces, because I did try and test this on Sunday's show.
That's a very good tip to have that.
So if you're thinking, there you go, how am I going to stick this down with foam pads?
Especially because you don't have to put foam pads on every single part.
No, you can just have little bits that really stand out. It's completely down to you, isn't it?
Right, so let's snip into this, and I want to have that scalloped edge a little bit as well on the bottom of this. It's so pretty. Right, so just snip them a little bit. So being very careful to follow them lines around. So we've got our large window there. And let's get our door as well. And I think we'll take them smaller windows as well. So then everything matches perfectly.
I've seen so many different ideas with this church as well. and different colourways. So, you know, just cutting it out of Miri is beautiful.
Yeah.
Cutting it out of one piece of card and then layering it up looks absolutely stunning. Cutting out sort of like the window detail and then layering it on top of another colour as well looks really fantastic. I think using spring colours is really fun, so like your blues and your creams and your pinks is lovely. There is such a gorgeous sort of like stand out collection that works for any time of the year, any occasion that you can think of. It is truly absolutely beautiful, and I think Stace and Jen, who designed these dies, have done a truly phenomenal job with this.
I just love the idea of like using it and saving it for like Christmas. You
Yes,
can just like
imagine
putting, like a little snowy scene outside.
You could put
just perfect.
You could put lights in the back as well, so all the windows light up. Make it as like a scene, so you can get it out year after year after year. Some glitter as sort of snow just sitting on the top of the side panels there of the church. So many amazing things you can do with this.
There is a card behind me, and it's using some ink behind it as well. So like create that like the sunset scene. It is
Should we
really
steal
nice.
these and then we can show people? Because there's some good ones around here. Sorry,
Right.
Emily. Just
Just
the end of the
stealing
show
all
anyway.
of your
I'm just helping
cards.
do your job, really.
So we're going to go
Tidying
back
up.
in with our glue and just stick them windows back in, and then we'll have a look at putting our card together. Now you could go in with different colours, do like the little roofs, anything like that, do your little stained glass window. It's totally up to you. And these doors are cute as well. If you snip into these, then you could actually like open them up a little bit, couldn't you? Alright, so let's just get last two windows on.
Carol says, what a gorgeous church. Isn't it truly stunning? So much lovely detail in that, and you've really transformed it and made it look quite dimensional by adding the different colours into that church as well.
Yeah, it definitely like pops out the different elements that you want to pop out. So let's stick this onto our card blank using some of our foam pads. So this could be like a wedding card as well, especially with these colours.
So lovely that the front's like all cut away as well. It gives you the card such a fun look.
Well, and especially like with that, that's like your main element, so it does make it...
It just makes it stand out so much more.
So I've already die cut this, so we've got our sentiment, which is have faith, and it fits perfectly behind there, and there we go.
I love that, Rachel. 3 amazing demos where you've shown us some really fun techniques to do with these cards. I think everyone's just like blown away by your demos.
Oh, thank you guys.
Incredible. So let's have a look at some of these amazing samples, because they are really fun. We've got the wood there with the gorgeous gold stained glass window acetate panel behind there as well. I love this idea. I didn't think about this, but Hannah has actually used her outside die to cut a little aperture, and then she's placed her church inside it. So for wedding cards, this is an absolute beauty. This is the card that Rach was talking about as well. Beck's made this one.
I love this.
She's put the church in white and then just given it that gorgeous sunset behind there. She's cut some little circles. You can see when I tip it up, she's cut some circles and created them to look like little hills. It is absolutely stunning. This one as well. This is crazy.
I know.
Hannah,
I saw
this is absolutely
really
beautiful.
nice.
So she's cut her aperture out onto some card, and then she's done like a smooshing technique behind here with some pearlescent powders actually. So when you look at it,
it's very pearlescent.
it looks
isn't it?
phenomenal.
It's
It's really beautiful. We've got sort of like a triptych card that Jane made here. It wouldn't call it triptych because it's got 4. What's a 4 thing? Quad, triple, I don't know. But we've got the 4 hearts there in the different colours. Again, another one that uses it the way Rachel did and cut into it to create lots of dimension on the card. This one here with this blessed background that's been stamped on there. Look at that.
That's a good idea.
That is
Using
so
different
beautiful. With the gold as well, it
Yeah.
just brings it to life. A gorgeous one which has been paper pieced by Jane. Truly,
That's
truly beautiful. This one's really fun as well. Again, another Jane one. She's used our stained glass window, but then she's cut into our shimmer cards to create that beautiful look in the back there. And then this gorgeous craft card as well that Becca made. If you love craft, hold on to your horses, people, because Anne-Marie is on Hobby Maker at 1 p.m. with a show jam-packed with craft. I don't know how she does this.
She's crazy.
She is absolutely amazing. I don't know if this is actually in the magazine either, so we'll have a look for that. But she's made a little box using the die. So say you had a christening present, how beautiful would it be?
That would
in
be
that sort of like
lovely.
church box details. She's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Phenomenal when it comes to
She's
box making, isn't she,
box
Jane?
queen,
I don't know how she does it. Another beautiful example here. It's got a little tea light in it as well, of using your dies together. We've used the arched nesting dies here, and then that stained glass window as well to create a gorgeous little lantern. And I love this that Kat created as well. She's cut this out from her nesting dies, and then it sort of folds in with each other. A really, really lovely little keepsake. You could pop sort of like mini eggs in there or little sweet treats to celebrate Easter. Absolutely beautiful. I have loved this show because these dies are just outrageously amazing. They really are. You cannot make a bad card with these. They all work together perfectly. There's so many amazing themes that you can create with them as well. And that price of £49.45, under £50 for 6 dies that you are going to be able to keep for absolutely ever. And they're so personal as well, aren't they? So people are going to love them. Okay, that's all we've got time for today. But like I said, Anne-Marie was up bright and early on Hobby Maker this morning, and she's back. She's back at 1, 4 and 5. She's going to be actually demoing with this collection. So if you want even more inspiration, then tune in for Anne-Marie's show. And then our launch of our Crazy Craft show is going to be with you at 4 p.m. It's just so much fun.
It is really fun.
If you love craft, there is everything you can think of craft version today. And then we will be back here on Hunky Dory TV with our craft launch. Kat's going to be with you tomorrow demoing, and a special little guest. Kelly's coming in.
Kelly's here.
She's got a little bit bored being at home, I think.
Fed up with the chores already.
She's fed up. She's fed up. So she's coming in, and we're putting her. Dan he's mean, isn't he? Yeah. Soon as she says, I'm going to come in for the day. Okay, put Kelly on Facebook. So she's going to be in tomorrow, and she's going to be launching that Crazy Craft with Kat. So make sure you're here to see lovely Kelly. We're going to go now and enjoy the rest of our Tuesday. So I hope you do too. Have a lovely day.